Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Battling in front. Bulldogs taking a couple looks at it. Pass back, Ben. First shot finds its way through.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking to you.
It's win or go home in a Saturday evening contest here in Michigan, live inside the Arrington Ice Arena. It's the semifinal of the Slaats Cup NCAA playoff tournament as the Lake Forest Foresters come in to take on your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Jack Whitehead. Happy to have you all join us here this evening on ACTV. An absolute spectacle, hopefully, to unfold before our very eyes here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Bulldogs and the Foresters here for a chance to advance to the championship game of the Slaats Cup. Of course, this is really, really big for the Bulldogs. This is a must-win situation. As we know, the NCAA conference, not a two-bid league like the men's. It's a one-bid league, which means you have to win your playoff. So if the Bulldogs are to advance, they will hopefully have a chance to not only win the playoff tournament, but also advance to the Frozen Four for the national playoffs. But we'll look at some stats for the Bulldogs. 22-5-0 overall on the season. They came into the tournament as the number one spot in the NCAA, number 8 in the poll for the coaches poll, and number 15 in MPI, which is really where that puts them in a sticky situation. Last week in the quarterfinal round, they faced off with border rival Trine University. They won both of those games quick and easy, super clean. Game number 1 was a 9-0 win. Game number 2 was a 6-2 win. Absolute domination from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs, really that first round of the NCAA, with it being such a top-heavy side of things on the women's side, it's more like a tune-up game for these kind of quarter or semifinal matchups now, and it just shows how big the one seed is in the women's side. Really a 3-team league with Adrian College, St. Norbert, and then Concordia, Wisconsin. Obviously, Concordia, Wisconsin, and Norbert are playing today. Bulldogs, you would think on paper, get the luckier side of the draw with Lake Forest. Let's see how it tunes out.
Absolutely, and of course, also important to point out that last weekend, Kara Stack, goaltender for the Bulldogs, picked up another shutout on the season, leads the country in that category in goaltending statistics. She's had one impressive season.
Yeah, she's really the backbone of this Bulldog team. This Bulldog team, their defense is so young. She has to stand on her head at a few times this year. She's done it. Really, only 1 or 2 hiccups throughout the year. Like you said, leads the nation in shutouts. She's done a phenomenal job. The Bulldogs are going to need her to be as advertised if they're going to want to win the NCHA.
Well, you look at the Bulldogs and the Foresters head-to-head. Bulldogs 36-12-1 all-time versus Lake Forest. Their last two meetings earlier on this past January on the 16th and the 17th. That was a 5-2 win and a 6-0 win. And in the past 5 meetings between these two teams, the Bulldogs have scored 6 or more goals every single time. So we have to wonder what we're going to expect here this evening.
Yeah, that's the tale of the tape. You said it right there. If the Bulldogs can score at will, then this game should be over pretty quickly. In net for Lake Forest is Chelsea Dennis, number 1. She's going to have to be really good. She faced 39 shots against the Bulldogs in the previous matchup this year. Allowed 5. Bulldogs won 5-0. She's going to keep this one within striking distance for the Lake Foresters to have a chance in this one.
Well, our player to watch for the Bulldogs is going to be the co-player of the year in the NCHA conference. That's Riley Johnson. She put up 50 points this season. She's an absolute sharpshooter, and she can pass the puck as well. 25 games played, 22 goals, 28 assists for a nice 50 points. I mean, her season, just like Kira Stack, she's been unbelievable.
Yeah, she's been the Bulldogs' best player. And like you said, a co-NCHA player of the year. She's been one of the best players in the conference. She's 1 point away from 100 career points in a collegiate career and 3 away from 100 at Adrian College. She's only been here 2 years. She does everything. She plays a 200-foot game. She's going to take a lot of face-offs, a lot of important plays, penalty kill, power play. Wherever you see an important spot, she's going to be out there.
We'll have to watch to see how she's gonna draw up some plays when she's gonna shoot, because you know she's certainly gonna be a target for these Foresters. But you have to wonder too what the message on the bench is gonna be. Of course, this is a playoff game. They're playing a strong opponent in Lake Forest, and yes, you did beat them 2 times earlier on in the season and by large margins as well. But I think the message likely will be something along the lines of just keep it simple, stay out of the box, and a clean win will follow.
Yeah, the Bulldogs really, you can't go out there and lose the game. You need Lake Forest. If they're going to play a perfect game, so be it. You can't let them get so many opportunities that they can try and steal this game from Adrian. You said it. The Bulldogs are 2-0 against them this year. They've really dominated both games, but now it's playoff time. It's do or die. It's win or go home. Anything can happen. The Bulldogs really just got to keep it simple. Like you said, stay out of the box. They should be just fine.
On the other side, the Foresters, 12-15-0 on the season, number 4 in the NCHA conference, not ranked in the national poll, but they had a barn burner last week with Marion in their quarterfinal matchup. Game number 1, a 3-2 win. Game number 2, they lost in overtime 4-3. They were able to get the win and advance to the next round with a 2-1 win in the minigame. How does that affect their approach today?
Yeah, that minigame right there, you said it. You got to give everything you got in that minigame. It's one period, do or die, go home. I think the message is just keep that same desperation. They've already played one of these mini games, like you said, one period of desperation, do or die, go home, win or go home. That's one thing the Bulldogs really haven't faced. They haven't been challenged throughout the year like this Forester team has. Foresters have played a lot more close games. See if that could benefit them in the long run.
We'll skate down to ice level to take a look at our starting lineups for this evening. As we get them up on screen for the Foresters, they'll have the forward line of Jasmine Cole, Shannon Gibbons, and Ella Mayer. On the back end, Willow Poppleton and Kate Brennan. In net, Chelsea Dennis. But our player to watch, Jasmine Cole, 27 games played, 8 goals, 11 assists for 19 points, leads her team in points.
Yeah, she leads her team. You see her right there. She's a big body. She's 5'10". She's sort of bigger than really everyone else on the ice. See if she can use her size. She's also 31 for 46 in faceoffs. She's 31 wins, 15 losses this year. Could be an important thing if the game gets close. Faceoffs are sort of an unsung hero in hockey.
On the other side, we look at our first players out for the Bulldogs. It's going to be the forward line of Emma Simon, Riley Johnson, and Courtney Ben. On the back end, Sophie Lacola, Paige Pomerleau, and in net, it's going to be Kira Stack, who's been absolutely dynamite this year. And, of course, our player to watch, sort of talked about her already, but Riley Johnson, that's the hot stick for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, she really is. That whole line, it's just really unfair. It's been unfair at times this year with Courtney Ben leading the team, 24 goals. She has a shot like none other. And then Emma Simon, the sophomore, kind of came out of nowhere her freshman year, and she's kind of just run with it. And on defense, the same thing. Pomerleau, we've seen her up and down the lineup. Forward defense, she can do it all. And then, like you said, Kira Stack in net, she's the backbone of this Bulldog team.
Bulldogs are going to have a tough test ahead of them in the Lake Forest College Foresters, as we've got the semifinals of the Slaats Cup, a chance to play for it all next week in the championship game. Win or go home here from the Arrington Ice Arena. First period puck drop. Coming up, we're going to step aside. Don't go anywhere. Alex Herman and Jack Whitehead up here in the booth. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Semi-final of the Slaats Cup playoff tournaments here inside the Arrington Ice Arena as we get set for puck drop between the Lake Forest College Foresters and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman, Jack Whitehead up here in the booth. Happy to have you all join us here this evening on ACTV for some fun playoff hockey on a Saturday night. These are the moments that you live for too, especially as a player. It's nothing more exciting than a game like this.
Nope, nothing more exciting than playoff hockey, especially for these seniors on both sides. Could be your last game. Emotions running high. Quick start's going to be a big one here. Bulldogs have outscored the Foresters 5-0 first period in the two games prior.
20 minutes up on the score clock. Everybody gathered at center ice. Puck is dropped, and we are underway at the AIA with a quick stoppage. 8 seconds in. It's icing on the Bulldogs, which will lead our face-off back to the left.
Face-off's going to be a big thing in this one. Both teams dominated draws at times this year.
Bulldogs will skate the puck down the ice. This is Riley Johnson, co-player of the year in the NCAA. There's a quick shot from the point. The rebound is covered up, and an early whistle.
Early good save there from Chelsea Dennis. No rebound attempt. A few bodies in front for the Bulldogs. Ben and Simon in there. The longer this game starts to, or stays even, that is, or one goal game, the better for the Foresters. They have to withstand this Bulldog storm, though.
Face off, one back. It's Courtney Ben. D to D. Here's Pomerleau. Wrister on net. Where's the puck? It's in! Poked off the rebound. The Bulldogs strike within the first 33 seconds of the game, and they lead it 1-0.
It's that top line once again. It's been there all year. Great play off the draw. One back by Riley Johnson. D to D, Lacola, Pomerleau, and just can't cover it up. Emma Simon doing the dirty work once again, gets the Bulldogs on the board 33 seconds in.
That's a good start if I've ever seen one right there. 2 shots and 1 goal. We're not even through the first 60 seconds of the game.
No, I said it earlier, faceoff's going to be a key factor. Johnson up with the best of them, wins it straight back, D-to-D, shot on net. Picture perfect start for the Bulldogs.
Johnson up the boards, back to the point. They work at D-to-D for Byer. Byer will fire it down low. So clank off the wall. As carrying is Simon. Goes D-to-D with Richardson. There's a drive from the point that goes wide. Back to the near side. Johnson trying to hunt down the puck. Played it in between her feet. That was Alex Luke. There's another point drive that gets blockered away by Dennis. Back behind the red line. Bulldogs controlling the offensive zone. All the play has been dominated to our right so far, aside from one icing call. As finally the puck pops out. Skating back, it's Richardson. Byer trying to knife it loose. So a skid around the boards. Klein trying to go glass and out. It'll stay in. This is passed for Byer. Up and out. Sturgeon makes the play. Back to the neutral zone. Fanned on pass off the stick of Richardson. This will carry out. One-on-one, Gibbons and Sturgeon. As it's Klein who will pinch it down low. Slip and slide on the ice. She's losing her footing. That was Shannon Gibbons. Now the Foresters trying to exit. Pomerleau keeps it in. Rips a shot on. That goes over the top of the cage. Backhand from Carpenter, trying to center a feed in the slot. This is shoveled off the glass. Pomerleau at the center ice red line. Maddie Lowe on the right wing. Sharp angle shot blockered away by Chelsea Dennis.
More good stuff by the Bulldogs, really tilting the ice in their favor in the first minute or 2 minutes and 37 seconds, not allowing the Foresters to get anything going north and south. See if they can keep it up, and the top line hops right back over.
Ben off the faceoff, wires one on net. It's covered. Chelsea Dennis running into her own teammate there, and Lily Anderson.
It's a perfect set play right back to Ben. It looked like a little bit of a changeup off a stick. Dennis had to be sharp.
I think it's possible there was some contact on that puck. That's why you saw it roll on edge in the air. Pomerleau a give and go. There's a point wrister. Pomerleau again. Throws it high and gloved down by Dennis.
A lot of face-offs early in this one. Dennis doing a nice job covering the puck, not allowing extended zone time for the Bulldogs at once. Bulldogs now 5-0 on face-offs already in this one. It's been really apparent they're leading the shot total 4-0 as well.
Down the boards. It's Ben who will make a bid for it. Lacola keeps the pressure in, rings it around left to right. Held in at the blue line and turned over. Pomerleau has to race back to get it. Icing is waved off as this is swept up the boards. Johnson is able to force it out. There's a 3-on-2 along the rush. Johnson, toe drag, and puts it wide. Byer keeps it in on the backhand. It'll pop out. Johnson to the neutral zone. He's able to flip it to the right corner. 3.5 gone here in the first period. Bulldogs with the early lead from Riley Johnson. And the credit to Riley Johnson, correct me if I'm wrong, is I believe that's a milestone.
Yeah, it is. It looked like Emma Simon scored that one. She definitely led the line towards the bench to double check, but if it is, it's definitely 100 career points.
We'll find out once they make the announcement over the PA, but I would agree. I thought it was Emma Simon who put that in. This is backhanded around as it's Madaliano. Looks to work it loose. Byer guiding the puck, sends it back behind her. Madaliano waiting for it as impeding pressure from Zerfras. Richardson sliding on the ice. Klein will make a jump to the puck. Zerfas catching up with her, reared on in the mix. Haley Simon. Forster's working across. This is caught off the boards. And a big open ice hit there. Now 26 on the roster for Lake Forest. Not on our roster. So I don't know if she has the right jersey on or not.
She's not on anyone's roster that we have in front of us. Get that figured out, though.
I'm not really sure about that. The only person that I could think it would be is Lexi Payne. She wears 24. Here goes Courtney Benn up the right wing. Wrist shot sticked away by Dennis. Pomerleau will intercept, lets the shot go, and it's grabbed out of the air.
Nice read there from Pomerleau, pinching right at the blue line to keep that in, get another scoring chance. The Bulldogs have quite a few scoring chances already in this game.
Underneath the red line, batted down out of midair. Johnson keeps the pressure going, works it across, and it's just tipped high and wide by Simon. Ben looking towards the middle. This is Johnson. Sweeps it up the boards. Catching is Lacola. Down the wing, back for Johnson, too hot to handle. They do credit the goal to Riley Johnson. So Riley Johnson with triple-digit points. How about that? Johnson, a saucer pass across the grain to Pomerleau. I've seen Pomerleau just about every other shift.
She can play anywhere in this lineup, up and down, forward, defense. She's really the leader on the back end. The lone non-sophomore freshman.
Here's a 2-on-1. Madaliano trailing in the middle. Wrist shot blockered away by Dennis. Forsters take it back to the opposite end. They're caught in a full line change. And this is back for Lowe. Kicked away. Ava Madaliano off the boards and down. Poppleton will try and exit with the puck. Luke does it on the follow-up. And an icing call, 12:43 left to go here in the first.
Another icing. Bulldogs get another offensive zone faceoff. This was the goal right here. It looked like it was one back. Lacola to Pomerleau. And then maybe Riley Johnson, but it looks like... I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
But... I'm not sure. It looked like Simon scored there, but
there was a lot of traffic in front, so.
That's a good point. We don't have the best angle from way up here.
We'll ask one of our officials in between periods and see what they say.
Sure.
Riley Johnson again. Skating through the neutral zone all by herself. Gets the puck pitchforked off her twig by Cole. Long stretch pass. Gets intercepted. Icing waved off. Pomerleau around the boards for Lacola. Back to the center ice red line. Quick feed off for Gibbons. Now to the middle. Klein on the backhand. It's worked around. Courtney Benn will pick it up on the boards. And they're going to say offsides here. 11:48 left to go in the first.
A little bit of a choppy start here. We've had a lot of icings, a few offsides, a lot of goaltender cover-ups. No real flow to this one quite yet. Bulldogs dominating in the shot total, but still only 1-0. Right on cue.
Yeah.
Another icing for the Bulldogs this time. It's a really good start by the Bulldogs. They had a lot of offensive zone faceoffs, a lot of shots towards the net. Now it's kind of just fallen into a stalemate. A lot of whistles here. Bulldogs are dominating the faceoff total.
Off the draw, it's Hunter Reardon who will lead the charge. Connects a pass to Klein, making her way towards the net. Taken out in the process. Everybody pops up to be okay.
Looked like Lily Anderson there on defense. Did a nice job standing her ground, not allowing Klein to get to that puck.
Johnson to Ben. Worked across the Y-axis, broken up. Johnson down low for Simon. Off the boards and back the other way. Johnson, a great move, speeding into the zone. Pomerleau with a wrist shot that goes wide. Playing the bounce. This will go just high and over the netting. 10:55 to go in the first.
Another nice play by Johnson. Picks it up, the blue line. You can really see she cuts right through the middle of the ice and then leaves it for Pomerleau.
I don't think Pomerleau was expecting
No,
that drop
definitely
pass
not.
there, unfortunately. But that was the right play. On the wall is Jenna Fryer. As this is passed around the defensive zone. Forsters really just having so much trouble getting the puck out of the zone as they ice it again.
Yeah, it's been a lot of icings. Our stats say it's been 13 total faceoffs already. This will be the 14th in just under 10 minutes, so no real flow. The top line for the Bulldogs back out there.
We're going to get a redo on the draw here as everybody set to go. It's through the legs of Ben. Pomerleau across. Nobody there. It's tipped through the neutral zone. Lacola looking over her right shoulder. Fires off the boards. Picking up the pieces is Simon. Drop pass for Ben. Down the slot. Wrist shot off the post. Great play from the Bulldogs in the red iron, denying the second of the evening. Drive again and swallowed up by Dennis. Be sure to stay connected with all the action by following at AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. And follow at AdrianCollegeTV today. Back to the point. Here's Byer with a wrist shot. Wide to the left. Carpenter. And a hefty slap shot that doesn't go. Rushing up the ice is Lou. Trying to break her way around Richardson. Off the boards and down. Skating with it is Richardson. 3-on-2. Richardson around Kiernan. To the wall is Manaliano. Has the puck stripped away from her. And the Bulldogs will get called for offsides here.
And the Bulldogs had a 3-on-2 there. Fortunately for them, it was led by Julia Richardson, really not an offensive force. Kind of angled off to the wall there and really never get another chance.
Lily Anderson dumps it in. Forsters only with one shot this period. Bulldogs with 9. Here's the speed of Reardon. Poke checked away from her. Breaking her way around the defenses is Cole. Leading points getter for the Foresters. Sent back around the boards. Sturgeon has a lead for Klein as it's sticked away by Anderson. Reardon will take it right back out to re-enter. Back to the boards is Emma Simon. Simon with speed over the blue line, holding on the forehand, lets a shot go. And it didn't look like it was going to reach the net at first, but Dennis had to put the paddle down to stop it.
Another good scoring chance by this top line. Simon just kind of takes it at her own face-off dot and just goes by herself. Few were changing, so she just got a whistle, offensive zone face-off.
Johnson back up to the blue line for Lacola. Flips it in deep. Ben will recover and flex it back for Lacola. Across for Pomerleau. Diagonally upwards for Ben. Will race after the puck, top of the circle. Ben, the right-handed shot, looking for a lane. Rips one on net, and that one also doesn't go. Tripped up on the play is Johnson. This is going to be a call, no doubt about it. Bulldogs to the first power play of the evening. We'll have some 5-on-4 time for the next 2 minutes.
Number 26 for Lake Forest will sit. We don't have a name on that. As Courtney Ben has hit iron twice already in the first period. She said the Bulldogs' 2 best chances of the night. Now this Bulldog power play will go to work 1 for 10 on the year against this Forester team. See if they can capitalize here.
We'll still have to try and figure out what the name is of 26 on Lake Forest.
Might be announced over the PA. We might get lucky.
Johnson walking in. Her wrist shot gets blocked. Picked up by Sturgeon. Sends it up top for Ben. Lets one go. Through traffic. Deflected wide. Simon pinched on the boards. Blue line is Ben. Johnson looking towards the net. Wrist shot. Blocked in front. And this will carry him out. Sturgeon shooting off the pad. It stays out by Dennis. Ben at the top of the circle tries the toe drag move, slides it into the slot, and the Foresters clear.
Like one too many passes there, Ben, from a sharp angle. And a lot of Bulldog traffic out front to see her with her good shot. Just throw that one towards the net.
We do have confirmation. We just looked at the roster, and 26. You say Emma Sween.
Emma Sweeney, number 12. We have.
Okay. So maybe it's wrong on the website. But not on the roster is 26. Looked on the website. It's not there. Here's a wrist shot from distance. Scramble and covered by Dennis.
Dennis has had to be sharp here. Bulldogs up to 14 shots in 14 minutes. She allowed an early one on a rebound, but she's looked good for the remainder of this period. 25 seconds left for the second unit. The Bulldogs see if they can get anything going.
Off the boards, give and go. Here's Reardon. Will head to the net front. Shut down before she could shoot. 15 seconds left in the 5-on-4. Long shot also deflected. Now in the slot. Oh, and they just put it wide. Madaliano with a good look. Byer, wrist shot sticked away by Dennis. Reardon will pick up. Penalty expires. We're back to 5-on-5. Lacola can't hold it at the blue line. Has to play it from in between her feet. And gets pressure from Gibbons. Maddie Lowe crosses over the blue line. Double teams. Separated off the puck. Head back to the neutral zone. Quick rush. Shot on. Patted away by Stack. Anderson gets a hug from Carpenter. Great slashing stick by Richardson. She broke that puck up. This is forced down low. Back to the bottom of the circle, Sturgeon off to Richardson. Now it's Klein. Behind the net, Anderson trying to skate the puck out, deflected in front. Back to the point. Rister gets through, and hopping on top of it, Dennis, who's been very active in the crease so far.
Yeah, she's been sliding all over the place. But lucky for the Foresters, she's made the saves. That's really all that matters. Lake Forest only with 2 shots. They have 55 shots coming into this in 2 games against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are really just playing really nice defensive and offensive hockey, limiting their chances and getting a lot of them for themselves.
Saucer pass to the neutral zone. Will sit on top of the Bruiser head at center ice. 4:10 to go here in the first period. Only a 1-0 game in favor of the Bulldogs. Early goal in the opening seconds from Riley Johnson. Give and go in front. Here's Johnson again. Top for Lacola. Back for Pomerleau. She shelved it high. Blue line keep in unsuccessful. Pomerleau cross for Johnson. Will cross over the center red. Dumps it in deep. Brennan tries to fire it off the boards, but the Bulldogs lock it up. Finally squirts free. It's a slid up ice, and the Foresters are going to ice this one.
Yeah, a few strides away from center ice. Not an ideal icing if you're a Lake Forest fan. Another more good passing from this top line. Got it back to the point, and Pomerleau didn't have much time, but she did get it off. It just went sailing over top of the net. Keep that one low and go for the rebound in front.
Off the faceoff, Manoliano tries the pickup. Shot from the blue line. It's sticked away by Dennis. From underneath the red line, rotated around the boards. Back in front, backhanded into midair, low, wrist shot, stopped by Dennis. Oh, and some pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Bulldogs are going to get a penalty out of it. This is what we were talking about in the open. Just can't do that.
Yeah.
Giving the Foresters a bit of life. You're out shooting them 20-2. Just let emotions boil over, and now Foresters can get one here, going to the locker room, all knotted at 1.
Well, hopefully that Bulldog penalty kill is successful.
Yeah, Lake Forest 0 for 9 on the year against the Bulldogs in 2 games.
Lacola, a backhand up the boards. It'll stay in by the stick of Cole. Wrapping around with pressure. Top scorer for the Foresters. Wrist shot. Stopped by Stack. Off for Mask. And held on to just barely at the line.
You can see why Jasmine Cole leads this team in points. Just sort of circled the crease. Got a good shot off Stack. Good save there early in this power play.
Off the boards, kept in at the line by Brennan. She'll walk it across. Trying to break it up is Simon. Pass for Brennan. Backhand from Lou. He'll get it right back, top of the circle. Lets a shot go, it's wide. Skating the zone. That's Cole. Fires it over for Brennan and puts it on net, stopped by Stack.
Another good save by Stack. I like how the Foresters moving it around the perimeter and getting pucks towards the net. Already 2 shots in this power play in the first minute of it. Still trailing by 16 in that category. They have to get more, and they got to get bodies in front of Stack.
Reardon gets taken out off the faceoff. This is pushed up to the point. Kiernan on possession, shadowed by Reardon, tosses it on net, but wide to the left. Looking to win the race, that's Maddie Lowe. will tumble down the ice. Reardon will chase after it, but pulls up. Decides better idea to retreat. Reardon with a good stick, and Richardson will clear this down. Good positioning from the Bulldogs so far on this kill.
It's a perfect way to not allow any goals. Don't let them get set up. Bulldogs doing a nice job clogging up the middle of the ice, not allowing Lake Forest to get set up.
.15 seconds left on the 5-on-4. And nearing a minute left in this game, first period. Top of the dot. Fryer gives it away to nobody. Johnson will flip it out. And that'll do it for the 5-on-4. Bulldogs are back to 5-on-5 even strength. Johnson hustles to the puck. Slips it through a pair of legs. It's out of play into the protective netting. 38.4 seconds left to go in the first period.
Luckily for the Foresters, it ticked the glass on the way out, so they can change. Last thing you want to do is allow a goal in the late stages of period one after you've really clung on to this one-goal deficit.
Back to the boards. This is Anderson. And cleared all the way down. The icing is going to be waved off as Stack went to play it. Backhand pass to Pomerleau. Up for Klein. Here's Klein with little time remaining. Good move from Ben. How about this? And she throws it in front. Nobody home. Cole, one more shot. Is wide, and that'll do it for the end of the first period. Bulldogs only one goal to show, and it came within the first 30 seconds of that first period. Riley Johnson getting the opening tally at the opening parts of that frame. Shots 21-5 in favor of the Bulldogs, and I mean, just about all of our play was over to our right.
Yeah, but essentially everything was until that Bulldog penalty late in the first period. Adrian throwing everything they had on net. Credit to Chelsea Dennis, allowed the Bulldogs' second or third shot of the game to squeak past her and into the net. Lake Forest easily could have folded right there. You're coming into the 1 seed. You've been dominated for 2 games. Credit to them. We see the goal once again. It's just a perfectly drawn-up play. Face-off, one back. Looked like Simon scored, but I'll leave it there. The Bulldogs up 1-0, regardless of who scored. But, yeah, they tilted the ice in that first period. Lake Forest really had nothing going until that penalty from Carly Carpenter. Really the only negative for the Bulldogs in that opening period. They have to stay out of the box like they did there, and they should be well on their way to advancing.
If they're going to score a couple more goals in this one, because I have a feeling that it's going to come, what adjustments do you think they're going to have to make to their play?
Yeah, I think they just have to get bodies in front of Chelsea Dennis. We've seen a few times she sort of slides around in her net. She goes wherever the puck is. You get bodies in front, and she's not quite sure where the puck is. And the Bulldogs, like they did on their opening goal, they can get bodies in front, they can get rebounds and get the dirty goals. Because they really haven't seen anyone beat her except for Courtney Ben, who's hit 2 posts. So we'll see if she can beat her later on in this game.
Well, let's talk about on the other side as well. The Foresters, I mean, you're hanging in a 1-0 game, which is certainly okay for the playoffs, but I mean, their zone time was little to none. So if they're going to try and change something up for their game, what do you think it's going to have to be?
I think they really just have to get pucks deep. We've seen it a few times. They're a few steps away from center ice, and they're just icing it down. It's been a lot of off the glass and out of their own end. They're going to need some puck possession. We saw it later on in the period. Jasmine Cole a few times carrying it in and sort of orchestrating some offense by herself, but the Lake Forest, they're going to need a few more players to step up here. Looking at maybe Emma Sweeney, a senior forward, up there in points lead for this Lake Forest team. They're going to need somebody to get pucks towards the net. They believe they had 5 shots, you said. I believe 3 of them came on that power play. So they're really going to have to generate some more stuff 5-on-5 if they're going to have a chance in this one.
Well, 1-0 our score. favor of the Bulldogs heading into the second period. We're going to step aside for our first period intermission. Alex Herman, Jack Whitehead up here in the booth. We'll be back with more NCHA Slaats Cup action after the break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevy is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
I'm a recent graduate from Michigan State University.
I'm an underwater cinematographer.
So I didn't really decide I wanted to become a pilot till after college.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
Involve yourself as many opportunities that you can.
The number one most important thing is knowing your own weaknesses. Proper planning.
Breakfast.
It's always something different, something new.
The fact that you can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Back inside the Arrington Ice Arena, second period, getting ready to start up in this Slaats Cup semifinal matchup between the Lake Forest College Foresters and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman, Jack Whitehead up here in the booth. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on ACTV. Our score 1-0 so far after 20 minutes of play. Bulldogs leading this one as we get some stats after 20 minutes.
Yeah, Bulldogs really dominating in every facet. You can see there the face-off percentage, Bulldogs up above 70%, which has been a flip-flop in the earlier matchups where Lake Forest really took control of that. And then the shots on goal, 22-5 in favor of the Bulldogs. Really hasn't felt like a playoff game. It's more or less felt like the Bulldogs really showing that they're just overall the better team. They're kind of already moved on to next week. Lake Forest really has to get something going on offense. The next goal is going to be huge. Whoever scores it, the Bulldogs go up 2-0. You get the sense that that might get some of the wind out of the sails for the Foresters. If the Foresters get the next one, you really just never know if they can keep it within one. The longer this game stays 1-0, the better it is for Lake Forest.
Well, we do have a correction on the initial goal in the first period. It was indeed Emma Simon who got the tally, assisted by Sophie Lacola and Paige Pomerleau. It was not Riley Johnson for her 100th point, but hopefully it will come at some other point in this game as everybody takes back to the ice.
Yeah, you kind of get the sense it will. She's been all around it. Her line with Courtney Van and Emma Simon on it really been a thorn in the side of the Foresters so far. Still 40 minutes to go.
20 minutes up on the score clock. Puck is dropped, and we'll resume play here at the AIA as Bulldogs will shove it in. Here's Riley Johnson working in, trying to find that triple-digit marker as we were just talking about it. As that popped over the top of the net. Kept in on the line by Simon. Drives the middle. A great move. Simon on net. And it's shrugged down by Dennis. She'll hold it.
A lot of shots towards the upper body of Dennis. I'd like to see the Bulldogs sort of get some lower and play some pad passes, or really just get any rebound. It's hard to get a rebound when it's shot so far up near the mask and shoulder pads of a goaltender. Really not allowing the Bulldogs to get any second chances.
I'd like to see if the Bulldogs can take some more shots sort of on the lower half of the net instead of up high. It seems like Dennis is doing a great job at reading those high wristers. Maybe if they could kick some out off the pads, off the stick, try and find some rebounds in front of the net. Back to the blue line. Here's Pomerleau with a high wrister, blockered away by Dennis. Back for Johnson, taking her time. Saucer pass. Pomerleau, a great play, tripped up. Will continue, no call. Lacola, she'll throw one on net and into the chest of Dennis. She'll hold it once more.
It's more good job by the Bulldogs circling the puck. Bulldogs bench explodes, not quite sure why. That's another good shot. Emma Simon's going to step in for this face-off.
Johnson over for Pomerleau. Back for Lacola, waiting. Johnson on the flank, a high one again. Up towards the head of Dennis.
Not sure if that's sort of like a set play. Johnson, obviously centerman, she's 13 and 3 on draws. If Simon wins that back, trying to set Johnson up.
Johnson back for Pomerleau, a hard one, rolling on edge on the ice, and it's cleared away. Simon trekking towards the front, can't come away with it. A paddle save made by Dennis. Again, Johnson will dish up top. Pomerleau throws it to the right circle. Simon back for Johnson. This has been a long shift for this first line. Lacola gives it away. Pomerleau will keep it in. Tumbling in between the hash marks. This will pop out for Pomerleau. Forster's caught in a line change there as it's swept on the ice by Munoz.
It's a 2-minute shift. All the Bulldogs staying out here. Nobody looks tired at least, so I guess they continue on.
Must be something in the Gatorade today. Simon to Johnson. I think she's been out there for the entire first 2 minutes of this period.
I think this whole line has been. I'm not sure. Johnson finally heads off.
Puck sticked away, and here's a break for the Foresters. Up ahead for Cole, but just trickled off her blade. Byer underneath the red line. It's a good move by Maddie Lowe. Takes a look, sees Ben, drops it back to the point. Richardson right there to try and recover. It'll pop back out to the neutral zone. Byer dumped ahead, Mataliano turns on it, throws to the top. There's a wrist shot. Friendly fire as it's blocked off the shin pad of Carpenter. So pop out of the zone. And they wave the icing off here. Not enough force on the puck to get it to crawl all the way down. Zerfas with an outlet pass to Smith. Throws it on net, in and out of the glove of Stack. Top of the paint. And a slow rolling shot, glove down by Stack.
No problem for Stack there as she covers that one up. Gets a much needed whistle. Bulldogs now finally get a good line change here. 3 minutes in. Bulldogs really dominating the play, up to 27 shots. Lake Forest now up to 6. Really can't believe this game is a 1-0 game with how many chances Adrian's had.
Shots 27-6. Favor of the Bulldogs. There's a look in front. As that was bobbling around, nobody could find it for a second. Bulldogs need to be careful in the D zone here. Well, they're out chancing the Foresters. Their opposition has had a number of good looks. And this is going to be called down. That was a late icing call.
think it was icing, to be fair to him. The puck just crept over that red line. But yeah, you said it, 7 shots on net for the Foresters, but a lot of them have been dangerous chances. Pucks loose in that blue paint and around it. Stack's done a nice job to keep this 1-0.
This is fed around the boards. Sturgeon off to the side angle. As a great drop pass from Klein to Reardon. Klein around for Byer. Byer to Richardson, top of the circle, wrist shot. Blocker on the ice was Dennis. This is skated by Munoz. Lou tries to recover it. Bulldogs take it right back. In the middle, that's Simon, who gets knocked around, and it's Mayer who will take control. Her wrist shot blocked by the shin pad of Pomerleau. Dish in front in the slot. Quickly to it is Simon. This puck will bobble around as it's thrown up in the air, caught by Mayer, and launches it on net. Courtney Ben has a lead for Simon, goes off the boards, and it's stripped away by Zerfas. Stack to Lacola. Hammered all the way down the ice, and we'll get a whistle. 14:31 left to go in the second period. Ready to explore your Adrian Future Scholarship Day? Let's admitted students tour campus, meet faculty, and earn a renewable scholarship. Register now at adrian.edu/admissions/visit campus/scholarship day today. Quieter start to the second period than the first. No goals to show just as yet. There's a turnover on the blue line. Ben trying to work her way to the puck. Kicks it through her feet. Carpenter forces it back low as Anderson will skate away with the puck. Good stick there to break up the play. Manoliano stops on the boards. Top of the circle, lets a shot go, and rolling right through the paint, but a little bit askew of the net. Off the boards to the top. There's a shot again on the ice, sticked away by Dennis. Richardson at the blue line. Maybe she'll take a turn. Down the wing for Lowe, jumps over her stick. Back on the blue line now to the neutral zone. Manoliano to Lowe over the blue line. Some contact there in the slot. It was sort of incidental, no malicious intent. Leading the charge back to our right is Alex Luke. Throws a pass across the grain, and this is tipped up into the netting. 12:51 left to go here in the second.
Like the start of the first period, a little bit of a choppy start to the second period. A lot of whistles once again. Bulldogs really just hanging on to this 1-goal lead. Really need that next one to sort of feel more safe. Lake Forest has had a couple chances.
It's certainly interesting to see how this game has been playing out so far. You would figure that, in theory, on paper, the Bulldogs would be leading by significantly more at this point. But to her credit, Chelsea Dennis has also been playing rather stellar so far through the first period and change.
That's really what you need in playoff hockey. If you're going to make an upset. Really need your goaltender to stand on her head. She's done it so far. Her career high in saves is 44. She's at 28 right now with more than half the game to go, so well on her way.
Have to wonder if she'll reach that total. And Bulldogs, one of these teams that's always known for high velocity shooting. They've done it a number of times where they've hit 40, 50 and above. Pomerleau will backpedal to the puck. Nearing the halfway point in the period. She's dish across.
Oh!
That's a big hit in open ice. Oh, man. Hunter Reardon.
How is that not a penalty?
She's going to go back to the bench. Hopefully she's okay. Drive from the point. Stack with the stop. Paddle down. She'll cover it.
Oh, my gosh. You could hear that from up here. They just collide.
I don't know if we got a full replay of it, but
no, you can just.
Yeah,
I think it was
got the tail end of it.
Not sure if it was Oberhofer, number 21, the defenseman. Much bigger. Hunter Reardon, not very big. 5'1", so colliding right at that dot. Maybe the referees just thought it was a collision. Both parties really didn't know the other was coming.
Flip pass from Johnson. Will settle on the ice for Simon.
There's a penalty.
This could be a makeup call. I didn't see what happened, but Stack is going to head to the bench for the extra attacker. Goaltender pulled. 6-on-5 until Lake Forest touches the puck, but they're going to ice it instead.
Probably the one thing didn't want. Alex Luke for slashing gets the call. Collision there. I think it was more or less down here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, did slash it out of Johnson's hands.
Yep. Can't do that one.
Nope.
Very rare that you see an icing call and then our face-off is back in the offensive zone.
One of the unique things for this Bulldogs 5 forwards go to work.
Here's Ben driving from the point, patted away by Dennis.
Oh my, did he catch that?
Wow. Coach Chad Davis. Listen, opening day for the MLB is coming up pretty soon.
Goodness. What a play.
Pat yourself on the back for that one. How about that?
One-handed.
Coach doing coach things. Ben to Johnson. Back to Ben. Slap shot. It's blocked. Good steal there as Simon took it away from the body of Gibbons. This is back for Simon. Now Ben once more. Off to the side. Johnson lets it go. It's high and over the net. Ben will have to get back to find the puck. So skate around with it. Fires off the boards. Back to the neutral zone. Here's Johnson. Right hash mark to the slot. Simon off the pad. The rebound on top of the crease. It's cleared out. There's going to be another call here. Bulldogs should just get rid of the puck for the 5-on-3. Johnson in front. A great play and a stop by Gibbons. There's a backhand in tight. Covered up. And the Bulldogs will have 54 seconds of 5-on-3 time.
It looked like interference there right to the left of the net. Here's a heads-up pass right to the slot. Simon looked like she might have fanned on there. You can see the shove at the end right in front of the official. Thought we might see Coach Davis has called timeouts at really any juncture of the game just to give this top unit a little bit of a rest before they come back out. Going to have 54 seconds of 5-on-3 barring any type of goal. And
there you go.
There we go. There's the timeout.
It's kind of like you knew it. How about that? Timeout for the Bulldogs taken by Coach Chad Davis. And we'll take a timeout up here in the booth. 1-0 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Slaats Cup semifinal right here on ACTV.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Timeout still going on for the Bulldogs as they're looking to draw up some strategy here on the bench. Bulldogs only up 1-0. 9:52 left to go here in the second period. Alex Herman, Jack Whitehead up here in the booth. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on ACTV for a Slaats Cup semifinal on a Saturday. Lots of S's in that one.
Big opportunity here for the Bulldogs. We really just talked about it in the break. We don't know how it's not more than 1-0. This is a golden chance. Lengthy 5-on-3. Bulldogs are going to need to capitalize.
Here's Courtney Bennett at the top of the circle. Slides it across for Johnson. Now down low. Scores! Pomerleau on the one-timer. That's what you're looking for.
It's just really perfect play. 5-on-3, that's what you're looking for. The backdoor pass. Ben backhands this. Johnson, too much time and space. Backdoor, Pomerleau, back of the net. Those two have done it, and it's going to be Riley Johnson's 100th career point, 98 of which have come at Adrian College in 2 years.
Wow.
Unbelievable career right here.
Wow. Congratulations to Riley Johnson. She'll go for more here. Bulldogs still on the power play, 5-on-4 for the next minute and 40 seconds. Sturgeon down low, rotated for Simon. Back for Ben. A big blast into the chest. Dennis will hold on to it. Some extra pushes and shoves after the whistle there.
Frustration there, I think.
Lake Forest has to be careful.
Yeah, they do not want to let this game get to 3 and take another unnecessary penalty. Really got to. It starts with killing this off, and then you got to try to get back into the offensive zone if you want any chance. Next goal is a must.
Off the face-off. This is one back. Lacola down the boards for Lowe. Trying to find a shot, deflected wide. The rebound picked up by Reardon. Good to see her back on the ice as well. Tries to toss it in front. Lacola down for Reardon. Catch and release. Lacola for Ben. Wrist shot in traffic. Scores! Hunter Reardon! Off the rebound. Back on the board. A power play goal for the Dogs. Again, it's 3-0.
From the bench to on the board. Hunter Reardon in a perfect position. Lacola finds Byer right at the blue line. Good shot through traffic. Cleaning up the rebound is Hunter Reardon. It's Byer's 19th assist from the back end for a sophomore. Leads the Bulldog defenders by a large margin. He's been a really nice piece to this Bulldog team.
Of course, Hunter Reardon, a former friend of ACTV, spent some time with us for the past 2 seasons, and right when one penalty ends, one will begin, and this time it's going to be against the Bulldogs.
It's going to be Carly Carpenter once again. Just a stick in the wrong place that time. Alex Luke made a nice tight turn. Stick got right underneath the skates. Easy call for the official.
For the Foresters, who come into the game with a 10.8 power play percentage, we'll try and get something done here. Bulldogs kill on the season 92.4. Tale of two cities right there.
92, that seems ungodly, really.
There's a turnover forced by Pomerleau. Has a shorthanded chance. Pomerleau fires one into the chest of Dennis.
You can see why it's at 92%. It's a lot of pressure on the puck. They don't allow you to get moving north and south, and then once you're set up, they do a nice job of blocking shots and keeping everything to the perimeter. And then obviously your best penalty killer has to be your goaltender, and Kira Stack's done that job.
Off the faceoff, Johnson shelves it wide. Lacola down the boards. There's a drive to the middle by Anderson as she's shut down. Up and out of the zone. Bulldogs clear. This will take some time off the clock. Simon with a heads-up step. Forsters looking to work it back the other way. Up at center ice, dumping it in. That was Byer. Pomerleau off the wall. And the Bulldogs looking to get another shorthanded chance here. 45 seconds to go in their kill. This is fired down and off the glass. No icing. As Lowe is right there to go one-on-one with Zerfas. Lowe takes it away. Looking to the middle for Reardon. Stripped as Mayer will cross over the blue line. Or rather, that's Fryer who has it. Fryer around the zones, 15 seconds left on the power play. Forsters trying to find something here. Thrown on net by Smith. Shouldered away by Stack. Rebound pops to the corner. Bulldogs clear, and that'll do it for the penalty.
Another good penalty kill for the Bulldogs. Stack making a nice save there towards the tail end. Really not giving Lake Forest any room really on that power play to execute anything.
This is rolled down, picked up by Zerfas, and taken away in open ice. Here's Klein looking for options. For backhand, will find the points. It's Castle. Tosses it on nets, but off target. Claire Castle winning the race. Cole on her coattails. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Back in the middle, it's Kaylee Simon. Around the boards, icing is waved off. Bulldogs make changes. A 360 from Johnson. She'll shield the puck. Throw it low to Hubenschmidt. Battaliano will work it around. Johnson to Battaliano. So roll all the way down, and it's covered up by Dennis. Don't miss Chase Matthew live at Adrian College on Saturday, March 21st at 7 o'clock p.m. for our spring concert. It's free for all Adrian College students, and tickets are available now at adriancollege.hometownticketing.com. That's March 21st. Chase Matthew and Adrian College. We're holding it down. Mad dash for the puck. Lacola slaps it off the boards. Johnson over for Hubenschmidt. Off the kick plate and deep. Johnson will skate after the puck. Poppleton doesn't clear the zone. Hubenschmidt to Lacola. Flips it deep. Ben with a miscue on the pickup. Here's Reardon. Good move, leaves it back behind for Hubenschmidt. Blocked it away on the shot was Dennis. Lacola to the point for Pomerleau. A hard pass to Ben. Too hot to handle. They'll shove it in on net, but it gets blocked before it could reach. Pomerleau with a backhand. That still keeps the puck possession going. 40 shots for the Bulldogs in total. 12 for the Foresters. Icing waved off. It's Parker Byer. Hits Klein up ice. Everybody tumbling around. That was Sturgeon who stepped on Klein's stick there.
Other stick hits the ice.
It's a lumber sale here on the ice. Here's Reardon with a couple of good moves. Drives to the middle, trying to crash the net, and she's crunched again. Man, Reardon has a knack for the physical game today.
Yeah, she stands at 5'1", so you don't really expect it. Just gets the puck in her own end and just powers around each Lake Forest defender. It collides there and then falls.
I don't think she actually hit into Dennis. I think she was hit into Dennis.
I think so too.
Those are the kinds of plays that earn you extra shifts, though. Not afraid to go hard to the net. That's exactly what you want to see from a coaching staff. Back to the neutral zone. This is Pomerleau. Waits, was going to pass and decides to skate it herself. Cuts to the right, and that'll hop over some sticks. This is icing with 3:19 to go.
They just put that one a little too much air under it, right over the stick. Bulldogs will need a nice offensive zone defensive zone face-off. Look to get to the locker room with this 3-goal lead or more. Don't want to give Lake Forest any life, and if you're the Foresters, you kind of need something here.
Off the boards. Now to the blue line, holding it is Zerfass. Down the wing. This is bobbled around and locked in the corner. There's a kick there in open ice for Mataliano, trying to hunt down Zerfass. Doing a great job at giving pressure. Zerfass marches down. Her wrist shot repositioned off to the wing. And she'll get it back once more. Anderson slides a pass for Mayer. Simon will stop on it. 2:04 to go here in the second period. Johnson, here's a slap shot from Richardson. Well, that one had some heat on it. She just kept it a little bit lower. Intercepting the puck. Johnson, a great pass to Simon. How about this play in front, and they score! Tic-tac-toe, how about that? And another point for Riley Johnson. Courtney Benn, no doubt about it. Easiest backdoor play you'll ever make.
Thought for a second Simon made one too many passes. This line's chemistry off the charts. Courtney Benn knew it was coming. You see Johnson, 3 Foresters collapse onto her. Simon takes, leave Lily Anderson the last line of defense. Plays it to Courtney Benn, and like you said, it one of the easier backdoor goals she'll have. She extends her lead. They're getting that puck. Some milestone on that. I will find out.
That was a great play. Really in the slot. That's set up by Emma Simon. The deceptive fake on the shot for that small pass off to the wing where Courtney Benn just saying, hey, I'm open.
Yeah, she's a certified goal scorer. I mean, she's done it really ever since she came to Adrian. She's up to 26 goals this year.
Not bad for a dog. Richardson at the far blue. This is punch deep. There's Reardon out of the corner. Kicks it for Klein. Reardon hitting to the corner. And back up the wall. It's held onto. Wrist shot deflected in front. Covered by Dennis.
Can't really fault Dennis here. She's obviously played the whole game. She's faced 42 shots. Officially 43 in little under 40 minutes. It's really tough as a goaltender. If you're under siege that long, that often, eventually you're going to give some up. Still has an above 900 save percentage.
Blue line, wrister from Pomerleau, gloved by Dennis. Again, I'll say it like I said it before. would still like to see these shots on the ice. Not trying to be picky. And, of course, you're happy with the result that you're winning 4-0 and out shooting your opponent 43-12. But aside from the nice passing plays in front, Dennis is seeing the majority of these shots. And it is the reason why it's not a larger margin in the scoring column.
It's really easy to cover the first shot if you get it up near your chest and in the glove area. Those shots towards the pads are a lot harder.
Chance in the slot for Simon. This is bounced around as Mayer will skate it in deep. Translated into the slot, sent to the corner. Bulldogs look to clear it. There's a break for Simon, 10 seconds left, holding on to the right wing. Sharp angle shot, sticked away by Dennis. Simon guides it for Lacola, puts it on, deflected, it'll not go. There's going to be a late call here, and I think it's going to be against the Foresters. Yes, they signal a cross-checking call. Right here at the horn, you'll see it in front of the net. I think Courtney Ben's going to draw this one. Right there. And the official standing directly in front of that.
It's another one right there. Like you said, the official standing right there. You just can't do it. Cross-check to the top of the pants, the lower back area. Billy Anderson will sit once third period gets underway. Bulldogs will have yet another power play. Already 2 power play goals in this one. To 46 shots on goal in 40 minutes. Doesn't really have the feel of a conference semifinal game. Bulldogs really dominating start to finish. You said we'll have a power play coming out of the locker room, but just now kind of trying to stay healthy, get some good habits. It's barring a miracle, really, they will be playing for a Slaats Cup championship a week from today.
If there are really any changes to be made at all, because I think that second period was an improvement from the first, would you do anything different if you're Coach Davis talking to your team on the bench?
Not really. I think they really just have to keep it simple. A few mental mistakes, though, those penalties from Carpenter can't really happen in big games. Penalty or special teams really couldn't be the difference sometimes. But other than that, I think they've played a really good hockey game, keeping it simple, getting pucks out. A few too many icings, but when you have a face-off percentage and a face-off person like Riley Johnson, she's 21-6 in the face-off dot. The Bulldogs overall 34-15. Really having no complaints on the back end, only allowing 12 shots. The offensive end, you've mentioned it a few times, just keep those shots low. It's hard to nitpick when a team has 46 shots on goal in 2 periods in a conference semifinal game, but they can keep those pucks low, maybe get some more rebound chances. They'll be in good shape.
Bulldogs leading this game 4-0 as we head to the third period. A Slaats Cup championship berth on the line after the next 20 minutes. Alex Herman and Jack Whitehead up here in the booth. We're going to step aside for our second period intermission. We'll be back with the third after the break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
You stand today, students, on the threshold
of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
Every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, You can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Minutes gone, 20 more left to go in the Slaats Cup semifinal on a Saturday evening here in Adrian. It's Lake Forest College and your Adrian College Bulldogs right here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Alex Herman, Jack Whitehead up here in the booth. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on ACTV. The Bulldogs finding 3 goals in that second period, getting their lead to 4-0 after 40 minutes. We'll take a look at some stats after the first 2 periods of play.
Yeah, some more stats. Obviously, you see the wide edge in shots. Bulldogs up to 47 shots. A lot of that really came, both periods about even. 22 shots for Adrian in that second period. 2 for 3 on the power play. I think that really put the nail in the coffin here in this game. That lengthy 5-on-3. Head coach Chad Davis taking that timeout. Bulldogs scoring on both of those power plays. Face-off percentage up near 70% once again. Bulldogs will look to add one more as they start this third period on another power play. Going to look to make it 3 for 4.
We'll look at our scoring summary really quickly before the start of this period. 10-18, Paige Pomerleau on the power play from Riley Johnson and Courtney Ben. 11-06, Hunter Reardon on the power play from Courtney Ben and Parker Byer. And then 18-41, Courtney Ben from Emma Simon and Riley Johnson. Man, Courtney Ben and Riley Johnson all over the score sheet in that second period. You get 20 minutes on the score clock. Puck is dropped and we'll resume play at the AIA. I mean, these are your 2 best players pretty much right there. Bulldogs still on a power play to start the period. There's Courtney Ben. Down low to the wing. Johnson, sharp angle shot, scores! A beauty from Riley Johnson.
It's her 3rd point of the night, and that's going to be 100 for her career here at AC. Just keeps on scoring. You said it a few seconds ago. They're your 2 best players. Yeah, you can see why. Just another snipe show, another point for Courtney Ben. She's up to 4 today. I mean, these 2. Bulldogs are going to go as far as these 2 are willing to take them. Right now, it looks like these 2 are not slowing down. Courtney Ben now up to 40 points on the year. Johnson at 53. Pomerleau sandwiched in there. She's got herself 41 points. So the big 3 Bulldogs showing up.
Here's Delaney Zerfas trying to navigate her way around the Bulldogs defense. Ben looks at that puck as she throws it deep. And we'll get an icing call. Minute and 2 seconds into this frame.
Take another look. You can see it. Ben gets that one. Simon will pick up the secondary assist just from an acute angle. Usually on the power play, you don't really love that shot because if it goes high and wide, it caroms all the way out. But Riley Johnson's shooting that one. I don't think you really care. I think she's going to pick the best option available and usually pots that one home.
That's a hard shot.
Yeah.
To score accurately on short side, over the glove, from really deep at the bottom part of the circle.
I mean, you're a goalie. You probably want them taking that shot. Like, you want to come out top of the circle. Maybe it's a little bit closer than you'd like from a shot, but one-on-one, bottom of the circle, goaltenders usually come out on top in that case.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you project outwards and get in front of the puck, at least it'll hit you, but that was the only place that Riley Johnson could have shot that puck. And sometimes when players try and get too cute with that sharp angle bid, it'll go over the net or hit the crossbar. And I mean, that one off the back bar and in. No doubt about it. Lowe will send this to the slot, redirected on net, and Dennis will cover up.
It's nice that Forrester's head coach Amy Budd kept Dennis in net. We weren't quite sure going off. She had stopped, I believe, 42 shots before, maybe 43, going into that intermission. Just didn't know if she was out of gas, but she's hanging in there up to 42 saves.
Dennis will fight that through traffic. Bulldogs hold on to it in the O zone. Scissor pass as this is sent down low. Madaliano, the top of the circle, leaves it for Lowe. Pinches it over for Byer, keeps it in. Now to the slot, it's picked off. Back the other way, the Foresters head back to our left. Up and out of the zone. Icing waved off. Courtney Ben, front of the bench area. We'll fire this down as it's ripped around the half wall. Ben over for Simon as Johnson at the opposite corner. She'll skate over to the puck. Top of the circle, Simon again. Good play there using the muscle. Back part of the blue line, Pomerleau to Ben, lets it go, it's high over the net. Karams all the way down the ice. And it's there for icing. 16:40 left to go here in the third.
Another good lengthy shift by that top line in the Foresters zone. Talk about stacking a line. You have 3 of the 4 total point getters on that top line. And usually Paige Pomerleau was on the back end on that line as well. So Coach Chad Davis loads up and it's worked out for him majority of the time.
You're going to wave this icing off as well. As it's Klein who waits for a pass up the boards. Taking it down is Anderson. Byer will pitchfork it ahead for Annalise Klein. Will gain the red line and send it on net. Take the long trek down the ice once more. It's icing with 15:55 left to go. It's kind of hard for these Foresters, seems like, to keep up at this point. That's why sometimes you're seeing the icings, because they're just trying to clear it out of the zone, but their pass is off target.
It's starting in that opening period. I think the shots at one point were 20-2, and when you're just getting harassed constantly in the offensive end, that one just goes wide. Really just, you're defending. Defending takes so much more out of you than being on the offense. It's really hard to defend for 60 minutes. The Bulldogs finally broke through. That 5-on-3 really did them in. The Bulldogs have kind of just ran from it from then.
McCullough had 2 Foresters with her. Denied her chance to shoot. Taking space is Low. Up top, Lacola tees into a slab shot that goes wide. Back for Lacola. A cross intended for Carpenter. It's picked off and sent all the way down. Doesn't make any contact with the net, but they wave it off. 5 minutes exactly gone here in the third period. Now it's the Bulldogs taking icing call.
Icing back
Spoke
and
too
forth.
soon.
Yeah. If you're Bulldogs, you just want to develop some good habits, get out of this one quickly as you can. Up to 48 shots on net. Really played a good game against Lake Forest team who's been a lot better on the road, 8-5 on the road as opposed to 4-10 at home.
Shot from distance and covered up by Stack. There's a high sticking call.
It's going to go against Lake Forest once again. Just an errant stick. Going to be number 8, Gabriella Giglione will sit.
Well, the power play that's been red hot in this game will get another chance at a 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Ben and Johnson up at the blue line. Saucer pass to Johnson to the top of the circle. Now the slot. It's off the stick of Simon, cleared all the way down. Stack will leave it behind the cage. Johnson into collects. Jump deke as she gets around. And it's slap shotted into the Bulldog bench.
Thought maybe up 5-0, give second power play a little lengthier look at things, just to try to get both power plays on the same page, but head coach Davis says, no, line it up. First power play unit once again.
I have to agree with you. No reason why you can't get your second power play out there to start.
Yeah, it's
why not get them more reps, right?
Yeah, the Bulldogs power play one unit really hasn't given them any chances because they've scored on 3 of the 4 chances, so never hurts, but your power play, first power play, is clicking so often. I don't know, maybe giving the second power play a little look, at least first, to give them a good minute. Doesn't hurt, but head coach Davis knows his team a lot better than we do up here.
Cross crease pass and a shot from Simon right into the body of Chelsea Dennis.
They've tried to set that up quite a few times. A little one-touch pass from Johnson right across the slot to Simon, whether it's Simon or Pomerleau. Time they get a good chance out of that. Simon was shot 49, good save by Dennis.
Reared on to Byer. Drive from the point, sticked away. Back from underneath the red line. Up to the point. It's Lacola who will hold it. Puck tipped away for a second. It'll stay in by the extra effort from Byer. And a slap shot will clear the zone. Stack will start the rush. He's able to send it all the way up as it'll come all the way back. Richardson to Byer.
It's interesting, these 2 power plays. Obviously the first one, you have 5 forwards on it for the Bulldogs. Metaliano, big clapper. Good save once again, shot number 50. You have 5 forwards with Paige Pomerleau playing forward, but is still kind of a defenseman. And then this power play, you have 2 defensemen. Personnel decision by Chad Davis. It's clearly working, so I won't question it.
Schmidt shooting, gets blocked. Pomerleau tees into one. That's deflected. The rebound on top of the crease and covered by Dennis.
Pomerleau especially, but a lot of these Bulldog defensemen do such a good job getting it through traffic. Byer, another one. Really everyone. Lacola and Sturgeon, who played defense earlier in the year, she was really good at it. Getting shots through bodies, not allowing Lake Forest to block any, giving their forwards a chance for a rebound.
Forsters have killed off their 5-on-4. Back to even strength 5-on-4 hockey. Or 5-on-5 hockey, I should say. Getting my numbers mixed up there. It's been a long day of Bulldog hockey. Klein to Pomerleau. Her shot blocked. There's another try from Simon. Rips it on net. That one also doesn't go. Ooh, there's a jump deke and a good move from Smith. She made her break to the net, but never got a shot off. Racing the puck down. Foresters enter. Cutting to the middle. As it's dropped over and turned away. Foresters have to reset. Anderson. Cross for Zerfas. On the wing, holding is Cole. Byer to the wall in Ben. Simon will pitch it ahead. far side boards. This is shoved into the corner. Now back to the wall. Up top to the blue for Byer. Sends it on net. Simon, left-handed shot. Throw forehand to the blue line. Richardson bobbles it. Simon an outlet to Johnson. Top of the circle. Works it across. A good feed. Here's Johnson from the side. That's off the outside of the apron. Forsters taking it down. Have not had a whole lot of chances this period. Centering feed gets broken up. I don't even think Lake Forest has a shot on net this period, now that I think about it.
No, I think you're right. It says 6-0 Bulldogs. It's been like that most of the game. A few flurry there late in the first and early second. Lake Forest had a few shots on net and a few chances to score, but other than that, it's been basically all Bulldogs, start to finish.
Reardon will swipe it around the boards, crossing the halfway threshold here in the third period. Bulldogs less than 10 minutes away from advancing to the Slaats Cup final. Reardon, her shot, glove down, and it's held by Dennis, 9:28 to go. And just a reminder, ACTV broadcast, fully student ran here this evening as we give a shout out to our entire crew. Of course, myself, Alex Herman, Jack Whitehead, Tate Wise, Gabby Broom, Josh Mitchell, and Owen Barber. Our students call the shots around here literally. Richardson to the middle, a bounce pass for Sturgeon. Couple of stick handle moves, great pass to Reardon, but lost it before she could shoot. There's a speeding Cole. Byer under fire. This is to the middle. Zerfas kept it from leaving the zone. She'll do it again as she heads back to the top of the circle, and that pass off target. Holly Kiernan will have to skate it back. Sturgeon's pass tipped away. Here's some speed from Smith. Lowe will toss it ahead of her reach back to the neutral zone. Poppleton leaving for her teammate in Smith. Low cross ice to Byer. Pomerleau back to the top of the blue line, to the bottom of the circle. What a move, throws it on net, and it's patted aside by Dennis. Beal back for Lowe, wrist shot blocked. Pomerleau, another move, two moves. Wrist shot from the slot, just wide. How about the mitts? And Paige Pomerleau at the top of the blue line. Could be playing forward if she wants.
Oof. Oh, she can play wherever she wants.
Snapper from the blue line, blockered away by Dennis. Anderson down low, some contact on Madaliano there. Tussle in the corner. 6:50 left to go here in the third period. Simon goes sliding. Couple of dancing moves. Shot from the top of the circle. Easy pad save for Stack. Simon will win the race and wave off the icing. She's checked into the boards. Loses the puck in the process. So we'll head back to the top of the blue line. Byer to Lacola. It's blocked. A takeaway from the Foresters. Ben gets spun around 2-on-2 in the corner. Victoria Liu off to the races. As Paige Pomerleau right with her. Now to the slot. Here's a good look towards the net. Wrist shot stopped by Stack. The rebound kicked out. Back to the slot again. Over on the line. Diving for it was Stack. Didn't make the save, but just barely stayed out. Zerfas, a slap shot in the slot again. Bulldogs giving up 3 in tight chances there.
One of the first times in felt like period in a bit. Lake Forest gets some advanced zone time and got it to the net, had the open cage, just could not put it in.
Fire up for Madaliano. Over the line. Lets one go. A glove down by Dennis. We get some extra pushes and shoves. Look out here as Willow Poppleton defending her goaltender.
Yeah, Maddie Lowe, no stranger to a little bit of physicality. Lowe, one of 8 Bulldogs to get an award here for the NCHA year. Obviously, Riley Johnson, the co-player of the year. Ben, Byer, Pomerleau, and Stack on an all-conference team. Maddie Lowe, Sophia Lacola, and Elizabeth Sturgeon on the all-freshman team. And then Lily Peter-Fesso, all-freshman team as well. The backup goaltender here for Lake Forest. Thought we could see her. They elect to go with the veteran, and I think she's done about all she could do, up to 53 saves. Can't really ask for much more.
When you eclipse 50 shots, no matter what the shot total is, it's never really your fault at that point. See Dennis again. Trying to lobby for some contact.
There's been a few times Bulldogs go a little bit after the whistle, and then that one time reared on. Although got checked in by a defenseman, landed on top of her. She's had a lot of Bulldogs around that blue paint for the majority of the game. Next shot will be 60 for Adrian.
Wrister from the point by Simon. That doesn't go. Pomerleau will hash one down. Simon with a good keep in. He's in good positioning. What a pass on net, and it's blocked. Worked across. That slashing shot doesn't go. Back for Cole. Walking her way in. Has a chance in front. Stopped by Stack. Got the body right on top of it. 3:25 to go in the third.
Nice play by Cole there. We highlighted her in the open. To get it there to the middle of the ice. Good chance from Holly Kiernan jumping up on the rush. Right in front. Stack had to be good. Had to be ready. She's sort of tough as a goalie sometimes when your team has 60 shots. You don't get much action from time to time. She stayed, well, perfect today. I won't say the S word, just 3 minutes left.
I would be very upset at you if you did that.
Figured as a goalie, did not want to do that.
Back to the blue line. Some quick moves from Huben-Schmidt. She'll chase after it. It's about 3 minutes left to go here in the third period. Bulldogs looking to skate their way to the Slaats Cup final next week. Top of the blue line. Shot gets blocked. One knee down in front of the crease. That was Parker Byer. Skating down, Anderson. Her shot sticked away easily by Stack. Anderson again. Turns on a pass. That one to nobody. As we get a tabletop there. Some coincidental contacts. There's a late rush from Maddie Lowe. We'll leave it for Richardson. Over for Lacola. Oh, a good pass to Sturgeon. She'll take her time with it. Shot gets blocked. It'll pop up in the air, and Dennis will hop on top of it.
Scramble for it once again in front of the Lake Forest net. Out of town scoreboard watching. Concordia, Wisconsin is ahead 2-0 on St. Norbert in the other semifinals. Regardless of the opponent, that should be a fun game next Saturday night right here at the AIA. Of course, Concordia, Wisconsin and Adrian split the season series. 2 really fun games down in Concordia. So if it is Concordia, Wisconsin, that's a lot on the line for that game, and it should be a good one.
And important to remember, too, last year, St. Norbert and the Bulldogs were in the Slaats Cup final over in Wisconsin, and in overtime, St. Norbert's, in heartbreak fashion, would end the Bulldogs season. So either opponent, you know you're going to get somebody good, and that'll be a real test for this team.
Really, everything riding on it.
Yep.
You win, you're in. You lose,
you're done.
You're done. So you play this whole year, 28, 29 games-ish. All comes down to one. It's just the bigger focus on the importance of home ice there, right, as well. Bulldogs will not have to travel. They will be right here against whichever opponent, regardless. Of course, St. Norbert last year had home ice advantage, and it's the end of the Bulldogs season, so could be a difference maker here, being at the AIA.
Lacola with time winding down here. So skated back once more, 10 seconds to go. Forsters carry it over the line. One more touch of the puck. 2 seconds and 1. And that'll do it. Bulldogs win it 5-0 and will play for the Slaats Cup next week on home ice. Kira Stack with another shutout on the season. That is number 8 for the year.
She just hopped over Madison Brunette. They were tied at Norwich goaltender right there at 7 for the lead in Division III women's hockey. Kira Stack now leads that, and they're going to need another big performance from her next weekend.
Well, a big second period for the Bulldogs, and 1 goal to show for it in the third. A milestone night, of course, for Riley Johnson. 100 points on her collegiate career. Stick taps to her.
It's a heck of an accomplishment. Like 100. She has 100 points now at Adrian College as well, and she's been here for 2 years. It's just outstanding, and Bulldogs are going to need another big game out of her, Ben, and Simon, that top line. They're going to hoist the Slaats Cup next Saturday.
See all the handshakes and the stick taps all around. Good sportsmanship. Things you like to see.
In a way, the real season kind of starts next Saturday. This conference,
yes,
maybe not the strongest, but it's more top-heavy talent. There's really 2 to 3 teams that have been excellent throughout the year. That's the kind of benefit of getting this 1 seed, hosting this, not having to play 2 consecutive really tight contests against the better teams of the conference. Bulldogs are going to have to play a very good game. St. Norbert, they obviously swept them here at the AAA, but it was 2 really close games for the most part. One of them was 2-1, and I believe the other was 5-1, but 5-1 game, I believe St. Norbert outshot the Bulldogs. So then obviously the Concordia game, one the Bulldogs lost, that hectic second period in Wisconsin where the Bulldogs gave up 6. Really just don't see that very often from this Bulldog team. So regardless of who they get, it's it's going to be a fun night here next Saturday.
We'll wait to see who our 3 stars of the game will be. I have a feeling I know all 3. It's just a question of what the order is. I would say it's probably Riley Johnson, Courtney Benn, and Kira Stack. Maybe they change out Stack just because, even though she had a shutout, it was only 17 saves. But
yeah, Emma Simon could creep in there again with 3 points as well. But you could really pick those 3. I think every game these Bulldogs play. Looks like Simon is staying back, so I believe they are going to forego a few of the big names here. I see Hunter Reardon as well. Maybe forgo Stack and Johnson and just play it out with these 3. We'll let the PA announcer take it away for us.
so 3rd star, Hunter Reardon. Things you like to see, of course, from our former ACTV staff member.
Yeah, she had a good game. Obviously had that goal, but she was all over the place. Took a heavy hit in the middle frame there, but came back and scored almost immediately.
Emma Simon, star number 2.
She's up to 38 points in her sophomore campaign. Up on that top line with Johnson and Ben. Perfect complement.
5-point night for Courtney Benn. Goal and 4 assists.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Bad. They're going to need more performances like this, specifically next week. They're going to want to host the Slaats Cup. That big 3 of Johnson, Ben, and Simon. You really throw Pomerleau in there too. Going to need those big guns flying. They look to hoist the Slaats Cup.
Bulldogs will have one more hill to climb if they are to win the NCAA playoffs. Of course, the Slaats Cup final right here at the Arrington Ice Arena at 7 o'clock p.m. next week on March the 7th. You'll have all the coverage here right here on ACTV. The winner of the other side of the bracket, we don't know yet, but we will in a couple of hours. Concordia University of Wisconsin and St. Norbert duking it out for that final spot. But that'll do it for the end of our evening. Bulldogs win this one in the semifinal 5-0. Alex Herman, Jack Whitehead signing off for this evening. We'll see you next week for the Slaats Cup final. You've been watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.